Hey everyone, welcome back to Retro Magazines and Patterns. My name is Sophie, and today's issue is a Vogue Knitting International, and this one is from the spring and summer of 2000. So we're getting a little bit into the Y2K era here. Now, if some of you are like me and don't necessarily want to admit that the year 2000 is vintage at this point, I'll just go ahead and remind everybody out there that, in my opinion, vintage is anything that is 20 years or older. So technically, this falls within my definition of the words vintage. But I mean, there's obviously going to be some fun patterns in here, so I think you guys will like them. Let's go ahead and take a look, and we'll see if we can remember all those years ago. What, 25 years ago now? And this does not feel like 25 years old to me. Just doesn't. First off, I really like this pattern here. I like the colors together. This is an ad. This isn't a pattern that's included, but I really like the colors. So here we have some letters to the editor up front. There's some cute pieces there. Here, Elizabeth Zimmerman. She lived from 1910 to 1999. So here's a little bit about her here. Okay, and here we have another Adrian Vittadini Yarns ad. I've mentioned this in other pretty much just Vogue knitting magazines, but I love the stitch definition of these. I just like to take a moment to appreciate it. So that's the moment of appreciation in this issue. So here we have the little bits and bobs in the beginning, just all the trendy things that were going on. Here we have Win a Knitting Trip. I like this little piece here. Let's see, Divine Inspiration with her heart top needles, basket of work in progress, and a cat curled up on her feet. Noreen Crone Finley's Knitting Angel is sure to capture a fiber lover's fancy. To order the pattern for this delightful design, there's the information. I wonder if I can find that. That is really cute, and I like the little bit of shading used to detail her face as opposed to like embroidering it on. This right here, that to me looks like a excerpt from Adelia's catalog with this font and the nonplussed looks on their face there. But yeah, this is definitely feeling Y2K to me. So here we have some retro purses with the little wooden handles. Those are classic. Cute little top there. Another ad for a knitting machine, which we always see a bunch of those in here. Here is a Rowan magazine. I actually don't have any of these. I'd like to get my hands on a few of them, especially because I do like Kathy Fassett designs. And I know that his designs featured a lot in those Rowan magazines. But if I do get my hands on them, I'll be sure to share it with you guys. I like these cute little bags up here. They look like seashells. Those are really cute. Those are really fun. Ask for the pattern at your local yarn shop. Bag from Haute Couture. I don't know that. So I'll see if I can find anything and let you guys know. Here's some knit bits. Little cool article there. Here we have the only knitting book you'll ever need, and it looks like it comes with a free craft tote. Very cute. I am currently recording this, in my upstairs kitchen. So if you hear people bustling around in the background, I apologize. It's my husband. So here we have some more knitting books. I actually don't have any of these. I have seen this one and I've seen this one before, but I don't own any of those books. So if you do, let me know. Let me know which patterns in there you like the most. Oh, these are really great. So here we have country classic patterns, like this one right here. So these are designed by Sasha Kagan. It's really cute. I like the paisley design on that. I love this ballet wrap top with the little pansies or orchids on it. That's very cute. Yeah, so do I own this book? I might actually own this book, but it might have been quite a while since I've taken a look at it. I'll have to see if I can find it because I do think I think I got this at a church rummage sale several years ago, actually. Okay, so some more cute little patterns here. Definitely floral. Um, and this looks familiar. So I do think I have this book somewhere. I'll have to see if I can locate it. This is catching my eye. I like the colors and the stitch work in that. That's really pretty. And let's see here. Oh, this is going to be really fun. Knit until you drop. Cascading leaves, really very easy to make. Begin forming an outline with traveling stitches, then fill in the leaf with a ladder created by dropping a stitch. The stitch you drop is a simple make one made at the very beginning. So that is actually, I've never done it, but that sounds like so much fun. And look at that sweater. You know what? That is a lot of fun. I'll pop this up at the end if anybody really wants to take a look at it. And I'll make this bigger so you can see what I'm talking about. But that sounds like so much fun to work on. How satisfying would that be to drop all those stitches, knowing they'll be safe, but dropping them all the same? That would be a lot of fun. Here's another one here. You can see it looks like she's got these lacy insert like lines. And then up here, so another really fun way to drop stitches. I mean, I've seen the strategy used before, but I've never seen it done in a way that really called to me. But that first one and this one, actually, those really make me think, I'd like to try that, I think. Oh, and if you look close enough, these are in between cables. So it looks like the cables are just kind of floating. Very cool. Very, very cool. I really like that. Smooth transition, Aunt Jean's invisible jog, a new and simple technique for circular knitting row by row. Okay, so this would be really helpful for any of you knitters out there that work in the round. I know exactly what they're talking about because it's a spiral. You're going to have that little like tilt in your work right where the row begins. So this is an interesting way to kind of shore that up a bit. The wayward cable. You're in your favorite chair, knitting along happily on an errand or cabled sweater. You pause briefly and spread your work out on your lap to admire the progress you've made and to encourage yourself onward. Uh-oh, a large and glaring error reveals itself in the form of a cable crossing the wrong way or crossing in the wrong place, and it happened 14 rows ago. Your heart sinks. This intricately cabled project is very slow growing, and you are loath to rip out all those hours of work. Well, you needn't rip the entire thing. So that's piqued my interest. I have been there. I have definitely had my cables going in the wrong direction, or a little bit later than they were supposed to. So this is probably a really cool article to take a look at. I'll make sure to pop this up at the end too, because I cannot be the only person that enjoys a good cable, but has found myself in that position. Knitting news is big news. So here's another look at that sweater we were talking about earlier with the drop stitches. So that's cool to see that again. I love this soft looking piece right here. That looks really cozy. Ugh, look at these. Romanticism is back. This is really cute. If you are somebody who can pull off that kind of like, wouldn't call it an empire. I guess it's a peplum. That's sweet. This is beautiful. That just looks like a great, cruise resort wear piece right there. And what a way to like showcase your talents. Am I right? Oh, that's really pretty. The color's perfect on that. I like these little pants she has underneath with them. And I love this camisole. So pretty with this little lace insert here. Are we seeing the Y2K in this? So you see the little ruffled skirt, the pixie cut. Very cute. Oh, I love this right here. And here's that sweater I like from before. The sleeves are so cute. Look at the cuffs and this soft halo that it has and this little ribbon. This is really pretty. I like that a lot. Here, double time, make the right match. Take two, the twin set is back and twice as nice. Pair up with pieces made for each other. So the first thing I'm noticing right here, because this is obviously going to work up quickly. This is a bulky weight yarn for sure. But I'm really enjoying this two-tone collar. I think that's a lot of fun. Really kind of gives it some interest, in my opinion. And you have the little two-tone pocket there. So this looks like a fun piece that's going to knit up pretty quick, and you can have a lot of fun with it, even if it's just, and it's a simple garter stitch. This one right here is a little bit more detailed, with some serious color work there. Looking up close, those are stitches. That's not color work as far as Fair Isle is concerned. It looks like it's actually stitch work. I'll try and pull up a closer shot for you guys to see what I'm seeing, if you can't see it on your own. Oh, this is cute. This looks definitely Y2K to me. The colors and the just the style with the striping. This one's really pretty. I enjoy this metallic stripe in there. I also like the beaded cuff. Does anybody do bead looms? I used to love doing bead looms when I was younger. I haven't done it in quite a while, but I did get a really nice one for Christmas last year, and I really just need to break it out and find a fun pattern to make with it. These are cute. These are simple staple pieces. This right here is really lovely. I like that neckline. The color's pretty. This looks like soft and easy to wear. This is a Joan Voss one. Here's an Adrian Vittadini design. I really like this. It's got a bit of an argyle flair to it. But again, just like with the ads for her yarn, I think the stitch definition is really speaking for itself. And I like these eyelets. I don't even mind the neutral color so much, but that would be a lot of fun in a bright color, like a bright red or a blue or something. This is really cute. I like the little kind of like elbow length sleeves, little hoodie design. And then you have this Joan Voss dress here with these little inserts. Very cute pieces. Oh, this one's probably super easy to make. It's probably stitched together rectangles. So we do have some wraps here and some ponchos. Here's a really colorful piece. You have some knitted tassels along the bottom there. Ugh, that one's fun. Those look like leaves, it looks like. Maybe some little knitted leaves, and it's got a little hood on it. Little front piece. That's a cute little piece. Here's a wrap star. It looks like as fitting today as it was in 1951. So here's their throwback pattern. This wrap right here. Okay, so I've got my little Vogue knitting insert there. We'll hold on to that. But here, these are the other two from that drop stitch article that we saw. So we definitely get to see an up close version of them, which I'm kind of excited about because I really did want to be able to kind of like take a closer look at them. I really like this one with the cables that have all the drop stitches going, vertical right down the front. I really like that. I think that's fun. That yarn is really nice too. It says it's knit in Dale of Norway Calibri. So that is a beautiful yarn. And then you have this really fun piece here. The color is nice. It does kind of give it a bit of a punk vibe, because to me that looks a little bit more haphazardly open than like say maybe this. So it looks maybe a little bit more worn. Like it all the same. Here is that sweater. This is the third time we've seen it. So I find this so fun. The idea that you are going to do a make one stitch just so that you can pull all that out in a controlled manner, I think just is so fun. Here is a little cardigan. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of open pieces in there, but if you look really close, you'll see little openings in there. So that might be better for maybe a beginner, somebody who's a little more timid about dropping some stitches, but I think this one looks fun. Oh, this is a neat piece right here. So kind of like a tunic, kind of like a tabard, like just a neat little piece. I like the detailing on that. It's really lovely. This is beautiful too. I love I love working knit stitches like that. It just makes the work more fun and really rewarding as you watch it come together. Oh, look how pretty this is. That's really nice. I like that a lot. And then you have a nice little vest over here. Arm cuff, again, very late 90s Y2K. I don't even know if I'd call that Y2K. I think that's very late 90s, like Spice Girls kind of thing. The heat is on tropical coolers. Let's see. So we have some really chunky weight, thicker weighted yarns. So these pieces are going to work up kind of quickly. I love this racer back here. That's a really pretty piece with the edging along the lines there. It's summertime and the knitting is easy. Big needles, simple stitches, high voltage color. Very, very true. Good sports and ease into spring. You have the little Chinese laundry, like slip-on beaded slippers. I remember those. These are really cute little pieces. Very sporty, simple, easy to wear, fun to wear, comfortable to wear. Knit mix, custom design options. So this piece up here, I like the length of it. I like the ease of wearing it. This is just a really nice piece. And then it looks like here is the full crew neck version of it. So this is the cardigan. That's a full sweater piece. This one right here, just like a nice, I don't know if you'd call that a batwing or dolman sleeve, but really simple to put together. That's probably just a front and a back stitched together. Here's a cute little vest or cardigan. So yeah, I like this spread here. It's showing you ways that you can kind of adjust some of these patterns to fit your actual need. How fun is this? Very Y2K with the belly button ring there. That's really pretty. The stitch definition on that's lovely. And I like the size of this collar, this neckline. It's not quite a cow, not as small as a turtleneck or a mock. It's really nice. And then just a nice boat neckline there. So those are some really great pieces. Here's the yarn information for all of the different yarns that we saw. Here's that Dale of Norway Calibri yarn. Really pretty. And actually, I think that was for the purple sweater. This one above it, Windsurf, that looks like it is Lane. I don't think I'm saying this right, but Borgosia, Lane Borgosia yarn. But that was the drop stitch one with the cables that I really liked. So here are our patterns. We have, here's all the techniques and abbreviations. The patterns start over here with the lacy cardigan shown on page 34. Right over here, we have this pretty piece. Peplum lace cardigan. I think we took a look at that one for sure. And here's the camisole. Crop short sleeve lace pullover is right here, and that's an intermediate pattern. Very easy, very vogue twin set. That was from page 41. This is the twin set with the tube top from page 40. Here's another very easy, very vogue striped twin set. And here, this one had a pointel pattern. I love pointel, so that one was from page 42, the twin set. Here's that hooded jacket, that DKNY little like 3/4 length sleeve hoodie that we saw. That one was really cute. This is that Adrian Vittadini piece that we saw. This is the Adrian Vittadini graph that we saw. And then here was that really nice dress by Joan Voss. I'm having trouble grabbing a hold of some of these. So we have the ponchos over here, and here's the stole. And then let's see, drop stitch pullover. So this is the one that I really enjoyed in that blue color. Yeah, that Lane Borgosia windsurf color. So this is the instructions for that. So there's quite a bit there. Here is the other one that we were looking at. This is the one that was in that Dale of Norway Calibri, that like lilac or violet colored one. So that runs all the way up to here. And then we're getting into cardigans. Here's the pullover in small on page 55. And another pullover here. Here is a tunic. And I think that was the red one that we saw. Eyelet vest shown in size small medium on page 58. Another very easy, very Vogue halter. I think that might have been the one that I said had the racer back, the one in orange. I'll pop that up if I'm right so you guys can see. Let's see, very close fitting top. Very easy, very Vogue halter tank top. Machine knit pullover. So they do include some machine knit projects in here. I didn't notice that in the beginning, but I don't know. I've never used a knitting machine before. If any of you have, let me know if you like it, if it's worth an investment. I'd be curious to know. Pullover and jacket. So I think these are going back to those more like staple pieces that they were showing us at the end. Very easy, very Vogue. Seed stitch pullover. Yeah, I'd be curious to hear anybody's take on using a knitting machine. Again, I've never used one, but and I'm not sure if that's something that I want to get into or not. I have a lot of things that I'm already working on, but here we have the wayward cable. This was that article we were looking at in the beginning about fixing a messed up cable without taking out all of your work. So I'll make sure that's up at the end. And then here is the rest of that Elizabeth Zimmerman article that was also up at the beginning. So here we are finally down to our classifieds and ads. So just a quick little look at what things were looking like. Back issues over here, Family Circle Knitting, Vogue Knitting, go all the way back to 1996. And so you can also see if you look close enough, everybody's got a website in here now. You got one up here, 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 here. Let's see, right here. So the internet was starting to kick in around now. It was becoming day-to-day use at this point. And soon enough, Pinterest would be taking over. But we still have all of these things, to keep and reference, which I really enjoy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what your favorite pattern was. If there's any that you plan on making, I'd love to know. But please don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe so we can hang out again soon. But until the next one, I hope you guys have a great day and make lots of really chic and beautiful things. Bye.